Why would this
made
happen?
that baseless, unsubstantiated, rather ludicrous accusation today in the Oval Office.
Now, by the way, the woman talking is supposed to be a journalist. As she goes, baseless, ludicrous. You could just say what he did, but this is MSNBC. Now, that's the part where I say I actually prefer MSNBC. Why? Because they're just open about it. They just go, Trump sucks. Everything he says is wrong. Democrats are always right. Republicans are always wrong. No matter what. You don't like that? Why are you watching us? And I get it. Like you know what you're getting when you watch MSNBC. You are getting Democrats are always correct. Republicans are always wrong. In fact, they're all evil. That's just how that works. And that's that. That's where it is. So she's not even saying he did this. It's basic. She's deciding how it's all wrong before anything happens. That is the norm. Just saying. That is the norm.
It follows baseless, unsubstantiated claims from his director of national intelligence.
She's even giggling as she says it because it's so dumb.
Tulsi Gabbard. Tulsi Gabbard said that President Obama's officials engaged in a, quote, seditious conspiracy and hid.
Now, here's the part that's interesting about this. Why would she do this? I like Tulsi. I do. I met her team more than once when she was running, considering running independent. Her people had called me. We had conversations. Met him in Hawaii. Nice stuff. However, why would she do this? Well, I'm going to tell you why. Because remember, she was the one who said Iran wasn't doing anything. Oh, that didn't go over. Remember that? She's the one who said Iran was not building a bomb. Remember that? I mean, she was right. They're not. It's all other garbage and we shouldn't have bombed them. But that's fine. Doesn't matter. She said that. And she wasn't supposed to say that. So she went, oh, I screwed that up. You know what? I got Obama's traitor. And Trump went, oh, all is forgiven. All is forgiven. And good timing, too. EpiPen's out. And Obama's a traitor? Amazing. Well done. Right back in. Right back in. But you know what also started happening all of a sudden? Now there's a movement now. I think it's Josh Hawley, who's trying to make it to where the DNI, Tulsi, can't talk to the public anymore. I'm not joking. They're trying to fight her now. They're trying to fight her. They're trying to fight RFK Jr. So now internally, Republicans are like, wait a minute. We got a problem here. Other people who aren't us, meaning establishment Republicans who've been here. Remember, Tulsi's a new Republican, and RFK Jr. is still not even a Republican. So they can't get stuff. We have to. So now they're fighting her too. I just thought you guys might enjoy that piece. That's what's happening throughout the entire thing. That part keeps going. So by the way, Mike is letting me know there's a poll up. Yes, there is. And the poll asks 4 questions. If you head over to Sharpe Way YouTube, there is a poll on Sharpe Way YouTube. It says, which party survives and/or thrives after the 2026 party wars? Dems lose to various socialists. Republicans switch to America first. Libertarians rise in popularity. Zero change. Establishment wins. Please go ahead over there and vote if you don't mind. Please do so. That would be amazing. So thank you, Mike, for putting that for putting that reminder up. I appreciate that. Yes. Ganjan says, Ann Coulter is a damaged soul. Her father probably did more reading bedtime stories at night. Hurt people, hurt other people. Well, I don't want to go that far about her dad. I don't know if that's true. Is that you guessing or is that something real? That sounds kind of harsh. I don't want to attack her dad that way. But I do think Ann Coulter is angry. I think that's true. I think she is angry, and that's one of the reasons why she acts out so much. I agree with you on that. I'm not sure it's her dad, though. I mean, it's kind of a push one. Phil, thank you for $2. Justin Amash and a peace message could win 5% in 2028. True. I agree completely. Yes. Republican Party was supposed to be the party of peace, the anti-war party. It was supposed to be that last year. A lot of people voted for that. A lot of people thought it'd be the anti-war party. Tulsi Gabbard was leading that. She was leading that concept of anti-regime change wars, anti-war. She was leading it. And I think a lot of people voted for Trump because they thought that was going to happen. That has been very disappointing. Trump was talking about ending all the wars. Remember, 24 hours going to end the wars. I think you're right. Now, can a peace message win the election? No, I think it can. But you're right. Did Trump get a big chunk of votes, whatever that chunk was, 5, 10%, whatever, I don't know, whatever it was, because of the peace message? I think, yes, he got a chunk. I think you could get 5% with Amash and a peace message, I think you could. And Amash has lost people in Gaza. For those who don't know, Amash is Palestinian. He's Christian Palestinian, but he's Palestinian, and he actually lost people, family members. I think nieces, if I'm not mistaken, in the Gaza war. So if anyone could deliver that message, you're right. It's him. Absolutely. So I'm with you, Phil. I hope he takes you up on it, and I hope he does it. I hope he takes you up on it, and I hope he does it. That would be amazing. So, yes. Mike says, Ramaswamy has a good shot at winning in Ohio, and then the 2032 run for president. If he wins in Ohio, that would mean 2032 maybe, or 2036. Either one. I could see either of those. Depends how well he does in Ohio. Yeah, I think that's true. Thank you, Phil, over on Rumble for the $1. I do think that Tulsi is more right than not. They left behind a stay-behind force to cause an impeachment and a regime change here. A little hyperbole, but no. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, no, she's not 100% anti-war, but she's far more anti-war than most Republicans and far more anti-war than all Democrats. I think that's true. She is more anti-war than most. I think that's true. So, yeah, I agree with that part. And I would add another piece. Tulsi Gabbard she has a lot of Republican-leaning thoughts, a lot of right-leaning policies. I think you're right, she does. But she was in Hawaii. And in Hawaii, the Democratic Party runs everything just like in New York. So you can't win an election being a Republican. You have to be a Democrat. So, yeah, her father was Republican. So, yeah. All righty. The Damonizer over on Rumble says, Obama committed real treason when he armed al so-and-so in Syria. But we don't talk about it because Trump's a fan of Jelani's strong past. It's a valid point. A lot of people, I don't know if I'd call it treason. But if you remember, the military-industrial complex always wants to arm people no matter what. And I think the military-industrial complex also wants to leave stuff there so they can keep fighting, right? And here's what you might say, well, Larry, why did they want to do that? Here's why. If we leave a bunch of American equipment in any given war zone and people start fighting with American weaponry, how do they want to be rearmed? With American weaponry. That's what they've been trained on. American 5.56 ammunition, right? American M16s or AR-15s, right? American AT-4s, whatever we've given them, right? American vehicles, right? 81 millimeter mortars, whatever. They want those same things. So that's why. But if they're sitting there with the AKs, well, they got to go buy AKs. We don't make AKs. The Chinese make AKs. The Russians make AKs. That's why they don't want AKs. So that's the reason why they do it. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying, but there is a logic behind it, right? There is a logic behind it. It keeps it going. So yes. Morgan says, major parties have much more brutal and intense fights than libertarians. They just do a better job of hiding it. There's part of that. There is part of that. I would agree. Yeah, there's part of that. Yes. But now, because of social media more, I think it comes out more. Otter HC says, a lot of my friends across the political spectrum have been increasingly open to libertarian principles, especially voluntary aid type programs, hoping this is a sign of post-party Civil War future. I hope you're right. Look, here's what I know. The more people that I talk to about libertarian ideals, when I talk about actual policies, the more people like it. Some people don't like it, but more and more do. I agree. I think the answer is, are we saying, hey, liberty is great and that's it? Or are we saying, here is an actual answer? That's the issue. Here's an answer. I'm hoping for an answer.